Hello and good evening, everyone. Today is the first class for research methodology. I think it's time for start the class. Then maybe some other students join us. Okay, can you hear me very well? All right, so we start the class. Okay, today first as an overview, research methodology course covering two parts, conceptual and methodological, all right? And application, that means the management issues and problems faced by organization, action research. As I ask you to send me your proposal, now you are in the stage of a proposal for your action research. And then the objective should be draw management implication and recommendation that you will come up to the end of your research. Today, our presentation is divided to three parts. The first part, I will talk about conceptual framework. Then I will give you some slides about research philosophy, and then flow chart of the research process. Okay, about the conceptual framework, about the definition, we can say that it is a written or visual presentation that explain either graphically or in narrative form the main things to be studied, the key factors, concept, or variable. And the important thing that it is presumed relationship among them, all right? This is the definition of conceptual framework. Okay, where does the conceptual framework fit? I mean, in your research, where should you put this part? Okay, preparing a conceptual framework can be similar to planning a holiday. When you plan to go to holiday, the purpose of the pre-planning of the holiday can be now how to get and return from, and then what is your destination, and now what to do when you are at the destination, or for example, to be better prepared and able to make the most of your holiday because you can be guided by your previous experience or information related to this holiday. Research like this also, okay? But the question is this pre-planning metaphor applicable to both quantitative and qualitative research or no? So, position of a conceptual framework for quantitative research maybe fit after the literature review. So, if you look at this slide, you can see that we have research problem, as we discussed before, then paradigm, aims and objectives, then literature review, and then a conceptual framework. That this conceptual framework provides the structure content for the whole study based on literature and personal experience. After that, you can go to the research question, data collection, analysis, and maybe again evaluate of your research. For qualitative, also something similar. First research problem, a paradigm, aims and objective, literature review, research question, data collection, and after that conceptual framework develops participant views and issues that gather and analyzes, and then evaluate your research. All right, qualitative research, the position of the conceptual framework. This slide explains more about the position of conceptual framework in the qualitative research, okay? And normally qualitative work is described starting from an inductive position, seeking to build up theory. As we discussed last session about inductive and, deductive approach in the research. So with the conceptual framework being emergent, and then because existing literature theories may be missing, okay? And another point that I want to tell you, the pattern matching starts with the existing theory and tests its adequacy in terms of explanation, the findings. This is another thing. All right, what inputs go into developing a conceptual framework? Of course, experiential knowledge of the student and supervisor, for example, technical knowledge, research background, personal experience, or data, and also literature review. All of them can come to your framework of the conceptual framework. And how might a conceptual framework be developed? It can be developed by identifying the keywords used in the subject area of your study. There are the key themes within something you have already written about the subject, or key concept, idea, or term at the time, and brainstorm all other things that might be related on the research that you have been done. Okay? Okay, the conceptual framework can be divided in two parts: process framework and content framework. The process framework talk about the how question, all right, and the content framework should talk about the answer of the why question. And some specific forms for exist for conceptual framework. For example, flow chart, a tree diagram, or shape-based diagram, triangle, or mind map, or soft system. All of them can be shape of the conceptual framework. It depends on you. Okay. We say conceptual framework is good for your research. It's useful. Why? Because conceptual framework provides research with ability to move beyond description of what. It means that the conceptual framework can help the researcher come from the what to the why and how. And then it is a means of setting out of explanation set. Another good point for conceptual framework is filtering tool. So when you draw your conceptual framework, so you should select appropriate, research question and related data collection method, and you can have a good structure for your discussion, methodology, and all of the results. And also the boundaries of the work can be clear when you have your conceptual framework. And we say some negative point of conceptual framework as it causes, influenced by the experience and knowledge of the individual, initial bias, and also it causes the ongoing bias. So the solution to have a good conceptual framework without this negative point is that always you revisit the conceptual framework and evaluate it. So as a conclusion, we can say the overall contribution of conceptual framework encapsulates the research as it sets out the focus and content. So when you have a conceptual framework, you can have more focuses and content on your research. Also acts as the link between the literature, methodology, and the results. And also as an example, when you have a conceptual framework, so it has been focused on entirely new, you can ask about this. You can ask about that. Is the way the subject been investigated different to the normal approach, or has new light been shed on the previously explored issues? So when you have a conceptual framework, you always can have a prominent subject and research. Okay, the second part of today's presentation, after conceptual framework, I want to talk about the research philosophy. What is the research philosophy? For example, maybe sometimes ask you about research philosophy. So research philosophy relates to the development of knowledge and the nature of the knowledge, and also contain important assumption about the way in which you view the world. Okay. Then we talk about the research philosophy. So maybe thinking about the research philosophy as three ontology, epistemology, and pragmatism. Okay. So as you see in the last slide, ontology, all right. So the aspect of the ontology can be objectivism and subjectivism. And about aspects of philosophy, we can say four aspects of philosophy: positivism, realism, and interpretivism, and axiology. Okay, these words may be not familiar with you now, but I just want to mention these slides for you. If you want to have more information about them, then you can read it on this board. But my aim for put this slide, just I want to give you some picture of this and then make you more familiar with this aspect. But being so deep about these words, it doesn't, our aim. It's not our aim. But when you are at the research methodology class and when you are doing your research, you should be familiar with all of these expressions and you should know about them a little. So, for example, you should know about the research paradigm. What's that research paradigm? A way of examining social phenomena from which particular understanding of this phenomenon can be gained an explanation at hand. About paradigms, we can say four of the paradigms are functionalist, radical humanist, interpretive, and radical structuralist. Okay, this slide is very important. I don't know, can you see it very well or no? Maybe I can zoom in. All right. The third part of today's presentation, I want to show this flow chart of the research process. Because most of you now, you choose your topic and then do your research proposal. So after this thing that you have done, look at this flow chart, maybe help you better. Okay, the problem discovery and definition. When you see at the left side, you see problem and discovery definition. Then come to the selection of exploratory research technique. That research technique can be experience survey, case study, pilot study, or secondary data. For example, when I read your proposal, some of the students do case study, some of them do the survey and pilot study. I didn't see any student for pilot study. Maybe after that, the new proposal will be done in pilot study. Okay. So after that, you can see problem definition and then selection of basic research. And then selection of basic research design come to survey, interview, or questionnaire, or for example, laboratory field, experiment laboratory field, secondary data study, or observation. Selection of sample design. If you do your sampling, maybe at this stage it's too soon to know about the sampling because you are not in the data analysis yet. But when you want to do your research, when you want to part the sampling, it's good for you to look at this slide. Selection of sample design and can divide to probability sampling and non-probability sampling, and then come to the data collection, editing, analysis, and finally you can come to the report. All right. So at this stage, I think the presentation finished, I think, and I want to do discussion, lots of discussion today about your research proposal. because all of the thing, the conclusion of this class that we want to do is about your research. So always I send the slide to you by email that if you want to have some, idea about the slide and theoretical things, you can review them. But in the class, I want to focus more on your research and I answer your questions because most of you are so busy, so maybe you cannot, email me and ask me your question. So now I am ready to answer your question and talk about your research proposal. So if you have any question, you can ask me now, or I start to ask you about your research proposal and your thing that you have done during the last week. All right? So if you have a question now, first you ask. I didn't receive any question in chat box or by raise your hand. So I think maybe you don't have a question at this moment. So I will ask you. All right. Yes, Mr. Ahmed Jawad Wafa has a question. So you can ask your question now. Hello. Yes.
Thank you very much, Ms. Fubani.
Okay.
As you know, I want to select my research topic before I start to do my research proposal and the whole thesis. I also send you an email. I am proposing 3 topics. I don't know how much you agree with these topics.
All right. All right.
And these topics: organizational change, managing diverse working environment, and change management. I want to select one of these topics. To be honest, since I live in a very remote part of Afghanistan, Bamyan is notorious for its remoteness, and it is known to many of my classmates. For that reason, I'm a bit worried about having access to relevant research books and materials. In addition, I'm managing an office which requires my full attention and extra overtime work. Therefore, I want to pick up an easy topic for my thesis, which is known to me and would not require broad and lengthy outside office activities. Because of that, I didn't want to start a research proposal while I was not sure whether it will be accepted by you or not. If you agree on one of these 3 topics, then I can go ahead with the research proposal and start working on my thesis. Thank you very much.
Okay. So your question finished now?
Yeah, it's finished.
Okay. Okay. So can you press the mute and then I will answer. Okay, yes, Mr. Ahmed Jawad, I received your email and I want to talk about your topic now. But I think you talk about the topic and also now you ask me about the material and research book. I think you asked about this also from me, yes? Okay. All right. About the material, I think if you, all the students, I mean not only you, if you want to start your research, you can use the slides of this class, the first reference for you, okay? Because all the slides up to now I emailed to all of the students. So this is the first reference that you can have, okay? Another reference is the book that my slides is based on this book that I give the name of the book in my first session class. I put the name and all of the details of book in the last slide of the first presentation. Okay. So this is another reference for you. And also, of course, lots of articles, journals, and then you can go to the library and you can use the internet and whatever that you can think that they are useful to help you to do your research. This is another reference. So by these material and reference, I think you can do your research at this step, okay? This is the answer of your first question. The other thing about the topic, you asked me about your topic. All right, before this, you asked me another thing that you can buy online. Yes, you can. All right. Yes, you can buy this book online, but if you have some account problem, I don't know, maybe you cannot. And you can ask other people. If you have any friend in other country, you can ask to buy for you and then send to you, all right? But I think also you can use another book in research methodology. Maybe they are available in library in Afghanistan, in the university. Doesn't matter because most of the research methodology book are the same content, all right? Are the same in their content. So it's never mind. Whatever you can find about research methodology, you can read. But also you can, follow up the slides of the class as well because in each presentation, I talk about one of the most parts in your research. So we talked about the objective of the research, question of the research, literature review. Today we talk about the conceptual framework. So this is, I think, enough guidance for you. And then when you read the slide, if, for example, one part is not clear for you, you can go to the internet and see about this part, more and more, or ask me about it. But for your reference and guide, I think this slide and also the book is enough. So at this stage, I ask you to start to write your research because when you write and then send to me and then I give you comment and suggestion step by step, your research will be detailed and you have done your job at this way, more, fast, okay? This is my suggestion to you. Okay, this is about the material and reference and resources for your doing your research. Another thing about your topic, yes, Mr. Ahmed Jawad asked me about the topic. You want to do your research in organizational change or in change management, and also another thing that I don't have now in my paper, but okay, about the organizational change, there is something that I want to ask to you. What aspect of organizational change you want to do in the particular, company, in the particular area, or as a whole, or how is it? Because organizational change more related to the human resource management field of study, okay? So I want to know exactly what do you want to do in your research about organizational change. If you have idea, can you tell me now?
Yes, thank you very much. Before I give you some ideas about organizational change that I have in my mind, the third topic that I want to look into is managing a diverse working environment. I have also written on the chat box. Anyway, by organizational change, what I mean, because this year, to be honest, the strategy of my own organization completely changed, and we are now having a quite different approach towards our business. This had some sort of implication and usefulness and also challenges for me, for my colleagues and other employees. So this was a bit of interest to me to select this topic. It is at organizational level, not in a broad-based focus like government or states or countries.
So you want to do to do your research about your company, yes?
Organizational change in general, focusing, of course, on my company. Yeah.
Because you
On the
see, because you told that you see the organizational change exactly in your company, so you have lots of idea about it. You want to do it as a whole, but particular in your company. Am I right?
yeah, that's true. That's
Okay, so as this way, I can suggest you two way. First one, because exactly you see how the procedure of organizational change, because you see that you say that in your organization you saw these things happen, yeah. So you can do the case study. Exactly, exactly investigate organizational structure in your company. It's very practical. It's very good topic, and it should be okay. And I'm okay with this topic too. Okay. Or maybe you want to do as a whole, but when you do as a whole, then maybe you need more theoretical studies, and then by this way you become near to human resource management theories more. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe I can supervise you if I have time, because more attention, most of my attention is about strategic management, but. It's okay, no problem. If you want to do it, I hope we can do it together. And then, so you think about it that you want to do it as a case study or as a whole. This is the first. And then about what about the other topic that you mentioned, management change, and the other one, managing a diverse work environment? Which of them is the more suitable for you?
uh, uh, the reason I actually selected these topics. Each of them have some sort of relevance to my current position. I selected change management. It's also related to organizational change, and I told you we had in the beginning of this year a change in the approach of our organizational business. Why I selected managing a diverse working environment? Because as a manager, I am from a minority group in my office, and I am managing a quite diverse work place. Different colleagues from different backgrounds, from different ethnics, and sometimes all this diversity creates problems, and you need to have some special skills to solve and to deal with your employees. Some of your employees supporting you, and some of them are opposing you, and
Correct.
this topic is also of interest and also of relevant to my current status and position. That is why I selected to consider this one.
Okay. Uh, so if you want to do organizational change, maybe you can do this part in your, research. For example, effects of organizational change in your company, or for example, reasons for organizational change, or organizational change management, or for example, forces driving organizational change. All of them can be included in your research. That I will email to you this detail. And then if you want to do change management, it's very, close to the project management as well. If you want to have theory ideas, you can see the McKinsey consultant that they have some theory about the change management. Also, you can read the idea and theory of Cutter. Now I talk for you. All right. Sorry, I had to. This information also useful for the rest of the students. First, that you should know that when you want to do organizational change or change management, you are close to the human resource, area. Another thing for change management, it's very good that you read the Cutter theory. And the other thing is McKinsey consultant in the magazine, I think in 1982. They have some suggestion and theory about the change management as well. Let me type for you McKinsey. Okay. Maybe my spell not correct because I'm in hurry. So, but you can check all of these material. Okay, for this topic, if any other student also want to do in this area, it is very good reference for them. Another person has some idea in this area is Marshak. Alright, so if you want to do your research in change management, have a look of these three, theory that I type for you. And another important thing, when you want to do organizational change or change management, also you should read and have idea about BPR. Again, I type for you. BPR means business process reengineering. This is also very close to this topic. And TQM. I don't know, any of you heard about this or no? BPR is the method in America companies, and TQM is originated from Japan. Okay. So when you want to talk about the organizational change or organizational or change management, also read about this subject as well. All right. So this is my suggestion to you. I don't know, is it clear for you now or no? All right. So if any of you want to do the research in this area, this is my suggestion about the person and theory of the most, most famous theory. So, Mr. Ahmad Javad, do you have other questions or it's okay for you now? Okay. So, I'm waiting for your draft. Then whenever it's ready, please send to me your draft. Then we can discuss about your research proposal more. So this is about the human resource. I think you are only the student that wants to do something in human resource. So it doesn't matter. It's okay. All right. Do you have other questions? Any other student? Do you have other questions? Okay, if not, then let me ask Dr. Okay, Dr. Nader Barak. Can you talk now? Dr. Barak, can you talk now? I want to talk about your research proposal. Okay, good evening, Dr. Barak. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Good evening.
Okay, Dr. Barak, I've received your research proposal. It's about market analysis for the agriculture medicine for Elaj Mutmahin, yes?
Yeah.
All right. As I read your proposal, so you want to do market analysis. This is a new business that you want to do the research first, and then if it's okay, then you want to set up this business, yeah, start up it.
Yeah. We are in the process to take the uh, license for this business, and almost we are at the uh, final stage, and we did some research of the market, but I'm not satisfied with this research. I want to do it again and
Can you
see.
talk more loudly, a little bit loudly? I cannot hear you very well.
Yeah, now it's okay.
A
Hello.
little bit loud, if possible, it's okay for me.
Okay. So I'm trying to speak loudly. So now we are at the final stage of to take the license to start this business, and
All right.
yeah, we did some market research, not, but still we are in the process to do and finish it. Uh, and the main purpose is that to see if there is any other uh, organization or company to that they are they are producing the agriculture medicine, but unfortunately that there is no one, and we will be the first company at the at the national level to produce the agriculture medicine. Uh, some data that I have collected during the past week, it shows that we have uh, uh, various kind of medicines uh, the- that is imported from Iran, China, Pakistan, and India. A few items from uh, Europe, but the concern of the Ministry of Agriculture is that most of this medicine has the low quality, or they are not effective, or there are some medicines, most of the medicines that are harming the uh, harvest, and also it's very dangerous for the environment. And they request us to work on the biological medicines that has less harm to the environment and to the agriculture.
All right, thank you. So I think it's better if you write a business plan, not only a market analysis, okay? Because when you write a business plan, it's more completed. It's more completed than market analysis. And when you write a business plan, market analysis is one of the part of that, okay? So I think because you want to do this business, and it's not only the virtual, it's a practice one. So it's better you write a business plan and change your topic to, for example, pilot study for the agricultural medicine for Elaj Mutmahin, something like this. And then not only market analysis, you should do more than market analysis. And then I will send to you the example of table of contents of business plan that you know better about the business plan. Because you are the MBA student, and MBA student writing business plan for MBA students writing business plan is very good. I mean, most of the MBA students do business plan in their, final project. So, as they say, I think it's better. So, but of course, it depends on you. This is my suggestion that if you write business plan, better.
Thank you very much. Yeah, for for the business, of course, I'm also working on a business plan, and not only searching the market, but in business plan, the the goal, the objective, the SWOT analysis, it's included, and how to enter the market, and the customer satisfaction, the competitiveness of the business, and all these things.
Included.
In my consideration. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So maybe your topic is market analysis, but when you write, when you are writing your research, you write business plan. But from the topic, just I can get this idea that you just only want to talk about market analysis. So because of this, because I'm sure that you want to do more, just more than just market analysis. So just change the topic. Just change the topic and make some, changes in your topic, and then write your business plan. I think it's very good, and I will send a table of contents, of one of the business plans that I have as a sample for you.
Okay, thank you very much. And also, I'm waiting for the suggested topic also from your side, and also the sample you're sending me. Hopefully within 1 week I will share the business plan with you, and also some result of the draft of the market research also with you.
All right. I will send to you, and if okay, you are welcome. And if other students also want to do the business plan, they can email to me, and I can send the business plan sample for them. It's okay, because I think business plan for MBA students is very, formal and very common thing that MBA students do. Okay. So thank you for from Dr. Barak. All right. If any of you want to talk about the topic or research proposal, you can talk now. If no, I can talk to Mr. Lal Mahmoud because I received Mr. Lal Muhammad proposal. Mr. Lal Muhammad, can you talk now?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I suggested the proposal, the research topic as a value chain management, value chain for leather. We have worked to improve the leather value chain in Afghanistan, especially in North Afghanistan. This is my topic. I suggested, and I am working on that because we are working with organization. We support the private sector to improve such kind of activities in private sector. Therefore, I selected value chain leather sector.
All right. Your topic is yes. Your topic is the value chain analysis leather in Afghanistan. Yes.
Yes. That's good.
All right. Okay, Mr. Lal Muhammad, it is very important for your research that you read all the theory and model that's available at this moment for value chain analysis. Okay, and then
Yes.
and then you should choose one of this theory as a basic theory for your research, and then you make some changes on this theory by the suggestion or in your conclusion. So your topic, because your topic is very theoretical, so you should, for the first step, this proposal is okay. For the next step, you should start reading a lot about value chain analysis in everywhere, in every country, okay? So, and get idea about what is the value chain in other places, what is the most famous, theory and the model for value chain. And after that, you choose one of them as a main theory and write your research based on this model or this theory. And then step by step, you say, for example, for Afghanistan, for value chain analysis later in Afghanistan, we should change this thing for this model. Is it clear for you what am I talking about?
Yes, it is clear for me because I have some document regarding John every leader company.
All right.
We have such research in regard. I have some documents. I will let.
Because some of the research proposal more practical, but your research proposal need to have a basic theory that all of your research based on this model, okay? And then because you have this experience and you have this knowledge about the value chain analysis in Afghanistan, you can change the model into the most practical and useful model for Afghanistan. Because at this stage, based on your knowledge and experience, you can do something like this, that you choose the theory and model, and then after that, you make this model or theory suitable for Afghanistan. Okay, your research, I like that your research will be done something like this. Okay, do you have any suggestions?
No, it's clear now.
All right. Up to now, have you read about the theory for value chain? Do you have any idea about, for example, which model may be more suitable for Afghanistan?
Not yet, but I will read it later.
All right, it's okay, it's good, but such proposal is okay. So after that, you can, start your literature review and find your basic theory or model that your research hold on it, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lal Mohammed.
Thank you very much.
Okay, do we have any new students today or no? Yes, Mr. Ahmed Fahim Akbari. Can you hear me? Do you want to talk about your topic? Mr. Ahmed Fahim Akbari, can you hear me? All right, maybe Mr. Akbari cannot talk now. I don't know what's the problem. What about Mr. Abdul Samad Nazari? Are you new student? This is the first class that you have for research methodology. Can you talk now?
No, I'm not new to the first time participated in the class. participated in the last two classes also. And
All
I
right,
have
all right.
sent them
Yes,
proposals.
yes. Sorry. Now I remember. Your okay. Your research proposal is about a strategic and effective project management. Am I right?
Yes, of agriculture project in Afghanistan.
Uh-huh. Okay, yes. As I remember, last session we talked about your research proposal. So during the last week, have you done anything that you want to ask now? Do you have any problem or question that you can ask now?
Sorry, I was busy with some other work, so
Uh-huh.
but I'm planning, yeah, to start to work on it, and then maybe in 1 or 2 days, maybe I will revise and send it to you
All
for
right.
your comment and suggestion.
Okay. So your topic finalized, meaning a strategic and effective project manager in agricultural field in Afghanistan. Yes?
Yes, yes, that's correct. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
you are welcome.
All right, Mr. Osman Safi, I've received your email. Can you ready to talk about your topic and proposal of your research? Mr. Osman Safi, can you hear me? All right, maybe Mr. Osman Safi cannot talk now. What about Mr. Mirwais Khater? Can you choose your topic? Can you talk about your topic now? I don't know what happened. None of the students can talk now. Um, Mr. Ahmed Fahim Akbari and Mrs. Aziza, and also Mr. Mirwais Khater or Mr. Osman Safi. I'd like to talk about your research topic now. If you can talk, please let me know. Good evening, Mrs. Aziza. Yes, the presentation finished. Now we are discussing about your research proposal and research topic. So because this is a class for guiding a student to write their research for the MBA, okay, for getting MBA certificate. So most of the time our presentation finish in 15 or 20 minutes of the first of the class. And the rest of the class just we have discussion. And the students talk about their research and they ask if they have any question. So you missed the slide, but I will send today's slide to all of the students. And I think because today we are in the fourth session, this is the first session, fourth class that we have. So at this class, I think all of the students should choose the topic, because if up to now they don't have any topic, so how can you finish your research? All right. Some of the students got problem and email to me. It's not. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But the rest of the students should talk about the topic and research proposal in the class. So if any of you want to talk about the research or topic or any area related to the field of research methodology, can talk now, can ask. Mr. Ahmed Fahim Akbari, can you hear me now? I don't know, Mr. or Mrs. Keller Queo. I don't know how the pronunciation. I hope to pronounce correct. But can you talk now about your topic? This is your first class. All right. Can you send me your email address that I can send all of the previous slides to you? Okay, I will send to you the previous slides and all information and files that I sent to all of the students before. And I ask you to send me your topic very soon, as soon as you can. And can I ask you that, do you have any idea that in which field you want to do your research for getting your MBA? Okay, what's your, all right, you want to email to me, not talk now. All right, no problem. And about Mrs. Aziza, can you talk now? Because your email doesn't work and I send you a slide, but I cannot send the slide to you because your email, I don't know, got some problem. Can you talk now about your topic? I try to send the email, the slides again. So I. Hello. Okay, Mrs. Aziza, so I ask you to find your topic as soon as you can and send to me. Then we can have a discussion about it. All right, thank you, Mrs. Aziza. And don't forget that if you want to, if you want to have a supervision of me, so your area that you select should be about strategic management, marketing, human resource. But if you can find other supervisor, of course, it is possible for you, for example, in finance, IT, or other related fields. But you should choose the supervisor by help of the WWS. So I asked the new student to find the field and topic of their research soon, because if I'm not their supervisor, so the process maybe takes time.
Hello?
Hello, yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this is Fahim Akbari. Sorry, before I just tried to talk, but my computer doesn't working, so sorry for that. Today is my first day to join the class, and as soon as possible, I will choose my topic and will send you through by your email address. So sorry for that. Actually, our email system were not working from last week. So this is my first day to join the class. Yeah.
So this is the first class. So please send me your email now in the chat box, and I will send all of the previous slides to you.
Okay, sure. I will write it down, and we'll get it soon, inshallah.
Okay, it's better that I send. Now I'm typing my email address.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my email address. So I ask all of the new students to send their background to me by this email. And then after that, we can talk about your topic and research proposal. For first step, please send me about your education background, abstract of your background to me. And then after that, choose your topic and let me know about the research proposal.
For sure, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will soon send all these details to you.
Okay, you are welcome. No problem.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Yeah.
And also, I want to tell you that it is for all of the students that my decision for research methodology like this, that the first 6 sessions, I will present to you the slides, okay? After finishing the first 6 sessions, I will ask the student to present the research by the slides as a PowerPoint, okay? So if you have any suggestion about this, method, you can talk about it now. Because I think after 6 sessions, we can finish the whole, ideas and things about the research methodology. And after that, it's better if we can focus on your research. So, for example, each session, 2 or 3 of the students present their research, and after that, when we have a discussion in the class on the research by PowerPoint, so they can start their write-up. I think as this way it's better. So if you agree, you can tell me. If you have another suggestion, also you can tell me, because this class is, different with other class that you have. This class is only, proposed for help the student to write their research, final program, final project, I mean. So it depends on you. If you have done a lot, I can help you. But if you cannot do a lot, I cannot do anything for you, because you should write the research proposal, final research, and all of these things. So my suggestion is that after finish the 6 session that I can present most of the thing about research methodology that you need for writing your research. We can start the presentation, the student presentation. So if you agree, you can tell me. If you have another opinion and idea, also you can tell me now.
Hello?
Hello, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Bobby. I have a question. A request. I don't know how much it is.
Sorry, your voice is broken. I cannot hear you, sorry. Lots of noise, I
Hello?
think. Yes, yes.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
As you said, this is an important part of the whole MBA program, this research plan. I suggest, I don't know how much it's acceptable by you, as you have a whole research class in the future.
Sorry, Mr. Ahmad Jawad, I cannot hear you. Lots of noise in your voice. Would you please press button mute and again connect to talk?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me this time?
Yeah,
clearly?
it's better. Now it's better, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. As you said, this research class is the most important part of the whole MBA program. I have a suggestion, and I don't know how much it will be accepted. I think if we have some more research classes in future, or can we extend the number of classes to discuss students' research documents and, as you said, to each student may have time to present their research, and the rest of the student will learn from that particular research document. I don't know if we can extend the number of classes beyond 2 months or beyond 8 classes. I think in total we have 8 sessions or 10 sessions, I'm not sure.
All right. I think I got the whole idea that you suggest now. This is only you want to talk about this? Finish? All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ahmad Jawad. Your voice, lots of noise. So I hope I can understand you very well. You suggest that we extend the slide presentation from my side more than 6 sessions. For example, 8 sessions, and after that you start to present your research. It means that you want to have more comments and more suggestions from side of me, and then after that, in last 4 sessions, you present your research. Yes, am I right? Can you type for me if you cannot type, because I think your voice can problem. You mean that we extend the presentation from my side more, yeah? Is it correct? All right. I think I want to explain to you something. This is my decision, this is my plan, but all of this plan depends on the student. Because if, for example, by end of the next session, still I didn't receive some of the student topic and research proposal, so that means we cannot start our presentation. from a student side. All right. So I hope we can manage this class as this way that for 6 or 8 sessions we have slides and theoretical things, and after that start research, presentation by students. I think totally we have 12 sessions, 12 class, maybe a little bit more or less, but around 12 class, so we can, we can have a plan for 12 classes. So we can extend this number of the classes for a presentation of me. Yes, more. Yeah. Some of the students asked me to extend this number of classes. No problem. We can have 8 classes that I present some slides to you, and at the end of the class we have discussion about your proposal, and after that start presenting by a student. It's okay, never mind. But it depends on the student that, for example, for next class, when I call everyone, they can talk about the topic, okay? Because this class, again and again, I told you, different from the other classes. You cannot compensate all of your, absences and something like this by end of the class. It's not an assignment that you can do in 1 or 2 days. For example, all of the classes you didn't attend, finally, in the 1 week, you can do everything for your assignment. No, this class cannot like this. Because writing your research, final research, takes lots of time. So step by step, we should do it. So I think it's better that you follow and come with me step by step and write your research. But it depends on you. If you want to write it in 2 weeks, maybe you can. I don't know. But for this class, I ask you to pay more attention and spend more time, because it's not something that you can do in only few days. Writing about 60 or 70 pages, it needs lots of idea. It means interview, spread the questionnaire, so you cannot do it only in 1 week. So I ask you to do it step by step. This is my suggestion. So if you have any other question, you can ask me now. Okay, there are some new students. Again, I type my email to you. Okay, this is my email, and I ask the new student that just now joined to the class that please send your background, occupation, education, your name, something like this, your background to me, and after that you choose your topic and field of study, and after that if your topic be finalized, you can start to write your research proposal. This is one thing. And if you are a new student and you want to have the slides and all of the information and files that I've sent to the student last week, so please send me the email, your email, all right? And I type my email to you. This is one point. Another thing I want to talk about is Mr. Ahmed Jawad Wafa. I cannot understand what do you mean by few weeks for our proposal research and then restart classes. What does it mean? What is your suggestion exactly? I cannot get your idea. Mr. Ahmed Jawad Wafa, can you hear me? All right, maybe Mr. Ahmed Jawad Wafa cannot hear me now or got some problem. So I hope by next week, I mean next Monday that we have a class, I'll receive all the student topic and the research proposal, because after that we can have a good plan on our for our class. All right. So I ask all of the students to send me okay, but I ask you to send me your research topic and fill up your study so. Okay, Mr. Ahmed Jawad Wafa, I think with the class, but his suggestion like this that if everyone agrees that I don't know what does it mean. Maybe if any other student can get idea from Ahmed Jawad Wafa can explain for me too. Because I don't know what does it mean that middle and end of our research we have a class. I cannot get this idea. If any of you know about this, please explain. Okay, maybe it's better that by the next class we ask Mr. Ahmed Jawad, ideas and suggestions. Another thing that I want to talk about is to you about your research proposal. Most of the research proposal doesn't have any page number, and most of them doesn't, follow up the model, the format that I sent to you before. So if you want to write a research proposal, please write it in a mentioned format from WWF, and also put page number. I mean, put more pay attention to your research proposal, and then because this research proposal after that come to your research final research, and the final research will be submitted by WWF for your final project for your getting MBA certificate. So it's a little bit more important from other assignment. It's not the assignment that other classes has, is the final project. So I think it's better if all of the students make it more formal, that's all. I wanted to tell you something about the research proposal. And any other questions? Mr. Mervin, I think you are a new student, so do you have any idea about your topic or field of your study? If yes, you can talk now. Okay, Mr. Mervin, can you talk now? Okay, just I want to tell Mr. Mervin or other student that this is the class for final student in MBA courses. Okay, so it's suppose that all of the students in this class are the final students. They are from intake October intake. So if you are new student, I don't know about, I don't have a background of all of the students here. So I just want to inform you that this is the class for the final student, and only the student that wants to submit their final project for MBA should attend these classes. Okay. So if the new student, their position like this, that they are a final student, so they are welcome to our class, and I ask them to email their background for me. Okay, any other question about research methodology, topic, research proposal? You can ask me now. All right, I want to explain something to the student that I explained to, I think, Mr. Lal Muhammad before. And it's about the theory or model that your research should be based on. So when you want to write your research proposal, when you are doing your research review, you should find the basic model or theory about your research. It means that you should read all the available, theory and model related to your topic, and after that, choose one of them as a basic and main theory that all of your research based on this theory, and then you can improve this model and or this theory. All of the research like this. So when you are doing your literature review, always focus on and pay attention that which model or which theory do you select as a main theory that your research based on. This is very important point that I think in your research proposal that I have read up to now, I haven't seen, any whole theory that you mentioned. Maybe because this only research proposal and most of you haven't, started the literature review. But after that, you should choose this theory or model for your research.
Okay, I will see you. Thank you very much.
Yes, Mr. Lal Muhammad. Do you want to talk? Hello, Mr. Lal Mohammed. Do you want to talk?
No, it's clear for me. I will choose one of the theory, value chain management theory. Then after that, I will start with the writing the research.
Okay. This is not only for you. I just give an example of your research proposal for the rest of the class, but all of the students should do something like this.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mulal Mohammed.
You are welcome.
Okay, Mrs. Aziza, can you talk now? I have some suggestions for your topic now. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Aziza told me that she wants to do some research about, the research wants to relate it about the position or situation of women in Afghanistan. For example, if you ask me the suggestion about the topic that it's related to women and related to the business as well. For example, you can do the something about entrepreneurship. For example, you can write the thesis. You can write your research about how can women in Afghanistan can be, successful entrepreneurs. Because I think at this stage, women in the Afghanistan want to start up some business, or they have desire to do the business, and step by step maybe they want to do something new. Okay, so I think entrepreneurship is very good, subject related to women and business. When you say woman business, it's very wide to do your research. You cannot say, for example, my research topic is women in business in Afghanistan. It's very simple and it's very wide. So you can, for example, write about the successful woman entrepreneur. I don't know at this moment, for example, do you have or do you know any successful entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur in Afghanistan or no? But if you know, you can make an interview with her, and then you write the research about a successful entrepreneur and give some indicator or index. And then by this way, after that, if any, for example, woman, any of your friends that wants to be an entrepreneur, maybe they can refer, to your research and understand that what's the problem for entrepreneur women in Afghanistan, and then, for example, they can understand by your research that what is the indicator or what is the indexes for success, for being successful entrepreneur. So this topic I think is very interesting for me. I don't know about you, but you can write something like this if you like it. Because I think in Afghanistan now there is a situation that a lot of opportunity for being entrepreneur or, for example, for a startup new business. So if your research is about the startup, how to start up new business, is very good. You can help to the people, to the company or everyone that wants to start up the business. And then after that, you can publish it in your magazine, your local magazine. And by this, you can give some ideas to other people about how to start up new business or how to be, successful entrepreneur. I think these are the useful subjects for Afghanistan at this moment. Or, for example, as one of the students wants to do their research about strategic alliances, also I think strategic alliances is very, good or useful topic for Afghanistan now, as there are lots of opportunity for large company to come and join to the small local company in Afghanistan. So as this way, strategic alliances will be more important topic in Afghanistan. Another thing that I want to tell you that maybe because in most of the Asian country, developing country, we have a problem of financial problem. So maybe of the large, large company is very difficult. But SMEs, small and medium enterprises, more, suitable for this country. So if someone doesn't have, if any of you up to now doesn't have any idea about the topic, working on SMEs, the topic also is very good and useful, I think. And yes, this is my suggestion for those who doesn't choose any topic up to now. And I ask Mrs. Aziza to send me email. As I mentioned my email address in chat box, then maybe I can reply your email, because I try to send you the email but I cannot. Your email doesn't work. But you say that it's working, so it's better that you send me an email. Then I can reply, and of course I will attach all the slide and information for you. All right, any other student? If you have any question, you can ask me now. Or if you don't have a question, we can finish the class. Mr. Abdul Samad Nazari, Mrs. Aziza, Mr. Clarkio, and Mr. Mervin. If you have any question, you can ask me now. If no, we can finish the class. And we'll see you in next class, next Monday. Okay, so thank you for attendance. I hope you have a very good weekend and see you in next Monday. Thank you, everyone. Good. Okay, Mr. Marvin, I will ask from WWS admin about you. Don't know which intake are you in, so I will ask them and inform you. But just send me the test email to me so I can reply to you. All right? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.